All right, if you're a real estate agent, you know the deal. Social media is this thing you know you should be doing, but finding the time to do it well, that's a whole other story. So, what if you could map out an entire month of really high-quality content in just 1 hour? Sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, let's break down how you can actually make it happen. I mean, does this feel familiar? You know content is king, but the pressure to be on all the time, constantly posting, it's just relentless. It's a huge source of stress for so many agents.
And it turns into this daily grind, right? You're scrambling for ideas, trying to cram content creation into an already insane schedule. And after all that work, you get crickets, barely any engagement. It's honestly enough to make you want to just quit social media altogether. This is what we call the content treadmill. You're just running and running, posting and posting, but you feel like you're not actually getting anywhere. It's just exhausting. And that's really the heart of the problem, isn't it? You get it, you know it's important, but that knowledge is constantly clashing with the reality of your schedule. It's this never-ending tension between what you should do and what you can actually get done in a day. Now, it makes total sense that a lot of agents have turned to AI for help. But this is where so many people hit a brick wall, because it turns out the type of AI you use, well, it makes all the difference. You've probably tried this. You log into a general tool like ChatGPT, ask for some post ideas, and what you get back sounds, well, it sounds like a robot wrote it. It's generic, it doesn't have your voice, and you can't just copy and paste it. It's basically unusable. This really shows you the critical difference. With generic AI, you have to become a prompt engineer. You have to get really good at writing these super specific instructions just to get something decent. But a custom AI, it's built for one job. It's designed to give you camera-ready results from the get-go. No guesswork. And that brings us to the real solution here. Using a custom-trained AI that's designed specifically for what a real estate agent needs. So here's the key. A custom AI already knows your industry. It's been fed information on what works in real estate, so it's an expert at one thing, like creating video scripts. You don't have to waste your precious time teaching it the basics. The whole point is to just bypass all that complexity. You get the stuff that actually matters, the hooks, the scripts, the calls to action, without needing to go get a PhD in artificial intelligence. Okay, so let's look at a real-world case study to see how this actually works. We're talking about generating a full month of content in just 60 minutes. Now, the secret sauce to making this work is getting really, really specific. The input wasn't just homebuyers. It was a super focused niche. First-time homebuyers using a VA loan in the Atlanta area. That level of detail is what lets the AI create content that really connects with people. And the process from there is just incredibly simple. 1, you define that niche audience. 2, the AI analyzes their biggest fears and most common questions. 3, it generates a complete 30-day content plan. And 4, it delivers camera-ready scripts. It's the whole system, from idea all the way to execution. And this is the part I really want to emphasize. The output isn't just a list of vague ideas. It's fully formed scripts with a hook, a body, and a call to action. You can literally load these into a teleprompter app on your phone and start recording minutes later. But look, creating amazing content is only half the job. It's totally useless if it doesn't lead to actual business. So let's talk about how you turn that online engagement into contracts. This is a massive strategic shift you have to make. The goal is not just getting likes on Instagram. The goal is to move people from a platform you're renting, like social media, to a system you own, like your CRM or your appointment calendar. And you can pull this off with a pretty simple toolkit. First, an app like Captions makes editing your videos super fast. Then, a tool like ManyChat automates your follow-up in comments and DMs. This is what guides people from a simple interaction straight to a booked call on your calendar. What you end up with is this seamless conversion funnel. You post the great AI-generated content that sparks conversations. The automation handles the follow-up, and the end result is a booked appointment in your calendar. And often, this happens without you manually typing a single word. When you put all this together, it's about so much more than a tactic. It's a fundamental shift in your thinking. It's about moving away from brute force and adopting a mindset of leverage. This quote from AI strategist Carrie Sova just says it perfectly. AI isn't about doing more, it's about removing friction from the things agents already know they should be doing. It's not about adding to your to-do list, it's about making the list you already have easier to get through. And you can see that transformation right here. You trade the friction of overwhelm for the leverage of efficiency. You replace all those tedious manual tasks with smart automation. You stop consuming time and you start creating it. Because that's the real endgame here. When you use it correctly, AI isn't just a content machine, it's a lever. And in any business, leverage is what creates freedom. The freedom of time, of energy, and of focus. So the question to leave you with isn't, how can I do more? It's, what can I make effortless? Think about your own business right now. What's the single biggest point of friction that the right kind of leverage could remove for good?